Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Got a chance to do something fun and exciting. Let's get right into it, kind of what we have for the week. Feel like it's Groundhog's Day because it looks a lot like the last 2 weeks because we're going to really follow the same basic schedule. We're going to do the third DBQ. This is the one from 2019. I have that linked in Schoology already, so that should be good to go. Some of you might have actually started this one when we were on kind of the layoff. So we're back to it now. It's about the progressive movement. If you want a little background in it, I made a video that's in the folder that says Mr. Dennis Video. I believe that's the title. So you can kind of watch that video. Some of you did that, I know, for Friday. We had that kind of lead in, watching the video or the crash course video. So if you do that or pull up a Khan Academy video, those would be good kind of background information to find out a little more about the time period, the progressive era. So that might not be a bad idea if you haven't done that yet, to do that first before you get into the DBQ. So today we're going to do the same basic thing. We're going to start with the source sheet. I'm going to have you go through the 2019 DBQ, do the documents, kind of find out why they're important, answer the questions, what's the context of some of these things. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. How you think you can connect it to your thesis. First things first, you always start off with your thesis. So as you read through these documents, I want you to come up with what your thesis is, and then you're going to start answering these questions about the documents, which ones you're going to use, which ones, how they kind of connect. Looking through, I didn't get a chance to read everybody's quite yet. Looking through some of yours, I think there's a marked improvement on week 1 to week 2, the DBQs, and how you're linking this stuff. That was, I think, the big overwhelming weakness was a lot of you were just dropping in like, this is what the document said, and that's it. And I felt that was like, hey, you know what it says, but you're not going to score a point with that because you got to connect it to your thesis. Like, what's the argument? Why is this important? What's significant about it? How does this connect to the time period? That sort of thing. So I think you guys did a much better job on that. Always room for improvement. Like to see more. I did something kind of interesting. I kind of told you guys that if anybody was interested, that I would write a DBQ, and I did the 2018 one, that I'd write my own version. I put myself on the clock, and I made a video about it. Now, I couldn't actually video myself, like, actually writing the stuff, because I can only go 15 minutes. I don't think you want to sit there and watch for half an hour as I write this thing out. But I kind of went through after I got done writing, and I linked, actually, my finished written response in this week's folder. But then I also kind of went back and I kind of made a video. This is what I was thinking, kind of a strategy, some of the strategies I use, that sort of thing. It was good. I'm glad I did it. Hopefully it helps you guys. I know it helps me a little bit, frankly, in what the time constraints are. I will be honest, I was moving. I felt like I was like, wow, I got to get going. There were definitely times where I thought I got a little windy. Certain times I thought like I got to pick it up because I want to get everything I want to say on the page. So you have to kind of go in there with the plan and be ready to go. So make sure you're kind of doing that. But I have that video, and I think it will be helpful for some if you want to use it. I know I met with a couple people through the Zoom, and I think that helped. I think that worked. So I would like to see more people take advantage of office hours. Like I said, if the 12:30 to 2:30 just doesn't fit your time frame, I'm willing to make some special appointments. So just, again, contact me. I want to be as accessible as possible in the next 2 weeks so you guys feel like you're as ready to go as you can. So utilize me for sure as a resource. Like, I think it's, like I said, I'm not going to keep you on there for days, like 15, 20 minutes, and then we're out. So said if you want to do that, feel free. So that's out there as well. So yeah, this week we're going to do the DBQ. So kind of look at the schedule. It's going to be the same as before. We're going to go through the documents, kind of write out that source sheet, and then Thursday I'm going to give you the DBQ to actually write. So yeah, it'll be good, I think. The other thing I linked in, I'd like you guys to take notice of, I linked in the Schoology folder. It's an AP test demo. And what it is basically is it's going to simulate what it's going to look like when you go on there on May 15th to take the AP test. Like how you're going to log in, like how much time you're going to have, what the procedure is to type up the answer, and how you're going to submit it. Now, I will tell you, they're going to ask you to do a prompt, and I think the prompt was, hey, what have you read recently in the last, 2 months? Write a paragraph or two on that. And they put you on the clock for 10 minutes, and whatever you write is gibberish. It doesn't matter. They just want you to be able to cut and paste something and put it in there and see how it goes. So feel free, again, and that just to let the clock run and maybe start reading some of the documents and let it go down just to see what happens. But yeah, you don't have to necessarily write anything of consequence or yeah, it's just a good thing to look at so you're more familiar with what it's going to look like on the 15th. I think it a little bit helpful, but you don't need to waste your time in waiting out the 10 minutes and writing something that you're never going to use. I just want to let you know what the end game is on that. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me. Stop by the office hours. Like I said, the AP test is May 15th. Might not be a horrible idea, and I know some of you are doing this, is to keep on reviewing stuff. And we've done 3 of these, like the one from 2018, 19, and 20. I'm sorry, 17, 18, and 19. And like I said, I think it's almost fair to assume they're not going to give us something over the Revolutionary War period, and they're not going to give us something over... and I think we have a pretty good grasp of the progressive, but that's what they did last time. So, again, if you don't know World War I or the Great Depression or World War II or the Civil War, Reconstruction, those would be good things to go over. So I'm not formally assigning that stuff, but maybe those are great videos to watch. And again, I'm extending this offer. If you'd like me to make a video of any of those things, please feel free to contact me. I have no problems making some review videos for you. That's something I'm more than willing to do. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. If you have questions, like I said, feel free to stop by office hours, email me. If not, good luck. You have a good one.